Hello everybody, Sani here, engineer, MBA, and investor. And in today's video, I want to talk about Teladoc. I want to talk about why this company is getting ready to skyrocket in terms of stock price. I want to make some mentions about how ARK Invest are going big, all in on Teladoc. And I want to give some of my further thoughts about this company. Now, before we do that, before we jump into today's video, you guys know what I'll be asking you guys. Do like this video, smash that like button, really does help the channel. It's quick, it's free, it's easy. It's just underneath this video, guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. Really does help the channel. The community is growing. We have more subscribers, more viewers, more commenters. So thank you so much, guys, for the support. Let's keep the momentum going. Biotech as a general is growing. Genomics as general, CRISPR companies, everything is growing in this space, healthcare. And I am going to make sure that all of you guys get this information for free. That's the purpose and the mission of this channel. So Teladoc's been trading sideways, right, for the past 6 months. Look at this, trading a lower range of 120s, even went below that, all the way to like 140s, right? And if you take a look at year to date, it got hit heavily hard. Let's say, peaked over $308 a share. So that's almost a 60% crash. It's definitely considered a crash. I know it doesn't feel like it because it's just been less than a year, but that is definitely a definition of crash. In fact, anything over 25%, I think 20 or 25% is considered a crash. Biotech as a general has been in this mud. Other sectors have sort of recovered, including green energy like Tesla and some similar companies, but biotech seems to be one of those sectors that have been really hit hard. This is why a lot of people are expecting a huge run up, right? A huge bull run. But again, not financial advice. You guys do your own research. But again, if you step back for like 5 years, guys, look at this. The pandemic started. Look at this huge run up they had. Teladoc as a company, right? Almost tripled, right? And to me, long term, I think Teladoc has a future. Long term, all these genomics companies, including CRISPR companies, have a future. Now, if you're looking for the next 3 to 6 weeks, 3 to 6 months, then maybe this sector may not be fit for you because there's high volatility. It's a very risky space. We've talked about this numerous times in this channel. But again, you do your own research. You build your own conviction. It is your portfolio. It is your risk tolerance to be determined. So I want to go over the pricing here, and then I want to jump over this combined holdings for Teladoc on ARK Invest portfolio. So this is all their portfolios combined. They have many holdings right now, just ARK Invest Genomics, but also RKK and so on. And if you take a look at this, guys, look at the green dots here is every time they bought Teladoc shares, right? These big green dots. And look at this, guys. In the recent month, right, since September, mid-September, look at how many green dots there are. And this, to me, represents that they are going all in on Teladoc, right? This company, Teladoc, has been supported heavily by ARK Invest. You would imagine that a company that bought Teladoc in the early 2020s and so on wouldn't go this big on Teladoc even now after they're down 50-60% from its all-time highs, but they were going all in. I think ARK Invest have done their research. Their analysts have done their research. They are bullish on this company, obviously, considering it is the number 2 ranked company just behind Tesla for all companies in ARK Invest portfolios. I mean, we all know the Tesla story. ARK Invest supported Tesla when literally no other institutions would want to support Tesla. And now they're literally supporting Teladoc when I believe that no other institutions are supporting Teladoc. I think there is a story to be uncovered here. I think they have, let's say they have a 10.21% ownership here, Teladoc. And I think there's potential. I think their cost average, they're actually in the negative throughout all holdings. So I think they're putting their money where their mouth is. I think there is something to be said here. Look at this. If I go every single past day, look at this, guys. Buy. It's just been buys all across the board. They haven't even sold a single Teladoc share for a while here. Look at this, all the way back to February, right? So to me, I think there's something going on here. I think we've talked about this. They are the number 1 company in the ARK Genomics Fund. But besides the ARK Genomics Fund, they're always buying Teladoc and other holdings, whether that's an ARKK and the other funds holdings. And I think this speaks volumes, right? Numbers don't lie, right? You got to take care. You got to make sure that you understand that ARK Invest are not just seeing this company as a genomics company, but they're seeing this company as a technology company that's here to stay, disrupt healthcare. And actually, Teladoc just went public in 2015, right? This is less than 6 years ago, right? Actually, it's been 6 years in August 2015. So to me, I think there's a story to be uncovered here. I think many legacy analysts, investors are missing out on this story. I think as much as we can make fun of Teladoc being the #1 company in the genomics fund, I think we can't really dispute the fact that they are a technology company aiming to disrupt an industry that has a huge total addressable markets. I've always said that there's 3 industries that's waiting to be disrupted: education, housing, and then healthcare. And I think what Teladoc here is doing is they're disrupting the healthcare field, and ultimately they could be disrupting the education field, right? If you sort of make parallels between those 2 sectors, there's definitely an overlap, a potential, and angle there. So obviously, again, I don't want to go deep dive into the company itself. I've already made previous videos on it. Highly recommend you guys to look at them. But just because we're in this topic here, obviously they provide not just virtual care, but they have they leverage their software. They have actual telehealth devices that they sell to B2B. And if I take a look at some of these key operating metrics that you want to take care of, and again, just as a reminder, their earnings, Q3 2021 earnings are to be reported next week, 27 October. So keep that date in mind. Look at this, guys. U.S. visits. Look at how it's growing smoothly here. You're looking at positive growth, and international visits are growing as well. International to me is where there's an angle here. Obviously, U.S. markets are the biggest around the world, but I think Teladoc could definitely penetrate in international markets. International markets are always hard to penetrate, but when you do, look at what Netflix did with Squid Game. Just a completely unrelated sector, but just look at what you can do internationally, right? And I think that model is being used across the world. Obviously, Netflix didn't start it. Neither did these tech companies did, right? Going international. But the idea of like Teladoc going international, doubling down on their presence in other regions than just US, for example, in Canada. Canada has a huge healthcare system, right? The government funds a lot of it. And if you can penetrate further into that, I know they had some sort of a program going on in Canada that I covered in the last video. So love to see what's the progress in that in Q3 update. But look at this, the utilization rate is going up. Their platform enables sessions, staying steady here. Look at this Livingo member data point that they purchased the company last year. It's going up. I think this is one of those companies that you just cannot miss out on. I think this is one of the companies, if you own RG Fund, then obviously you own shares of this company indirectly. But if you're looking into a company, a tech company, software company that's involved in healthcare, obviously could be coined as genomics, at least according to ARK Invest. And I made a clickbait article title, a clickbait video title last time with BNGO being the Netflix of genomics. But Teladoc could very well be the Netflix of genomics, right? I mean, any of these companies could be the Netflix genomics. They're so early. The total addressable markets are so huge. There'll be so many winners. I just don't think there's. I strongly believe Teladoc has a competitive advantage. They have an angle here. If you take a look at their annual report 2020, so I'm looking for the 2021 annual report when it gets released later this year, or next year, early next year. But look at this. We currently provide virtual healthcare services on B2B based on thousands of clients, including employers, health plans, hospital, health system, insurance, financial service companies. We have over 50 health plan clients, including some of the largest in US, right? I think they talk about, the competitive strengths here, comprehensive suite of virtual healthcare clinical services, global footprint, spanning client, medical operations, unmatched breadth of solutions for client across all channels served, comprehensive engagement model that drive utilization. So some keywords here, some really nice. I love when I see API-driven technology platform. I am a software engineer by day, trade, my day profession, and I just love the idea that a company can sort of expand on that and sort of leverage technology, and sort of port it to healthcare, which I believe is to be disrupted. The whole legacy system of healthcare as a patient, that you have to physically present yourself to a professional to get care, I think that is to be disrupted. And I think there'll be many winners in this type of new system, right? It's not just going to be Teladoc. It's going to be who's going to be delivering these cares, who's going to be handling these cares, maybe some professionals that get to point A to B. Maybe there's a drone system. Maybe there's Amazon involved here. Who knows, right? And that's what I was talking about. Global healthcare, including Canada telehealth program, the Primary 360, the fact that they serve over 100 million members, over 100,000 visits per day. So I think they definitely have a moat there. I think they have a brand. I know there's a lot of these YouTubers, especially people that are involved with Tesla, that support Teladoc. So I think Teladoc could be a really nice gateway to genomics, to CRISPR companies. I think there's an angle there. That's the only reason why that's one big reason why I'm covering this company in this channel, is because I want to make sure that we try to reach out to all these investors that are always looking for disruptive technologies and sort of shift them towards healthcare / genomics / CRISPR. There's an angle there. There's an opportunity there. If you think the same way, let me know in the comments below. If you disagree with me, if you don't think Teladoc here has a mode, if you don't think they have a proper future here, let me know in the comments below. If you think they're overvalued just by what we just saw, their valuation here from the key metrics of revenues and so on. We're looking at these types of revenues. I think there's an angle there. I think this company there is undervalued right now, valued just over north of 21 billions. I think there's potential there. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. We'll end this video like this. So hopefully you guys appreciate this video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. Like this video, smash that like button, destroy it, and we will see each other in the next video. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day. Thank you.